Hi guys, I am here today to do my, I would say long awaited, but really it's not, but to do my Louis Vuitton bag collection. I have a video and I'll link it down below. Where I do my SLGs, so my wallets and scarves and stuff like that. But on this video, I'm going to do my purses. I will start off with a disclaimer. I'm not bragging. You'll see, I'm not. Two, I don't have a lot of bags. It's actually one of the things that has stopped me from posting a video because I just thought I don't have that many. And three, I don't have any new bags. Everything I have is either vintage, as in I bought it over 10 years ago, or I mean, I haven't bought a purse in over a year, so I feel like it might not be as exciting as the people who post videos where all their purses, you know, just came out, or they have a multitude of bags. Anyway, yeah, so those are the things where I'm saying I'm not bragging, and also that kind of kept me from doing a video because I just thought, what am I really sharing? But I've hauled them all out. I was doing something else where I had quite a few of them out, so I figured might as well just do it. I'm going to try to do them in order of how I bought them, so let's see how this goes. The first one is the Damier Venice PM. It looks very similar to a sac plat, but it's a bit more square. It's a lot less rectangular. I believe I got this in 2003, maybe 2002, while I was still in grad school, so I've had it for a really long time. It's buckled a little bit, but for all intents and purposes, it still looks pretty fantastic. There's no major cracks. It's real leather in here. And what I love about this bag is that the inside is that Alcantara suede lining. So not the microfiber, but actual suede on the inside that Louis Vuitton used to have on their older bags. I say vintage because I feel like in the 15-ish years that I've been buying Louis Vuitton, even the difference in materials is very obvious. Not, you know, it's just obvious. You know, a suede lining, very thick canvas. It's obvious. Okay, so that's the oldest one I have. After that, I bought a little Pochette accessoire. Again, this is in the monogram print. I'll show you how old this thing is. Look at the strap. It's so patinaed. I mean, this is chocolate brown. It's not even golden brown. I used this as a purse forever, and I still love it. But I will admit that I got a little tired of the strap, and I keep thinking I should get a new strap, but I don't bother. And generally now when I do pull this out is to use it as a cosmetic bag in my other purses. This I think I got in 2004. So again, another oldie but goodie. I'm trying to go in order of when I purchased them. So, and I don't have every bag that I've purchased. I had a Monogram Ellipse bag in PM, and I sold that. It was a great bag, but I sold it. Next, I believe, was this. This is my Damier Azur Speedy in size 25. This I've had for 10 years, and you can tell from the straps, they've patinaed quite a bit. And the inside is just the typical suede inside. Not suede, sorry. It's just the typical lining on the inside. I still use this bag. I still carry it, especially now that it's summer. I have my lock and keys right there. I bought this one for a major birthday. I won't say which because then I'll date myself. But I did. I was in Vegas with my girlfriend. She'd come all the way from South Africa to see me, and I treated myself to this purse and treated her to a trip to Vegas. While we treated each other to a trip to Vegas. So that was around 2006-ish. After that, I'm trying to think what came after that. I believe this was next. And, oh, after after this, I bought a Damier Speedy in size 30, and I used that a lot and I loved it. I prefer the 25 size. Because I would put so much in the 30 and then it would get saggy, and I don't like that saggy look. So I ended up selling it, and I'll show you another bag. That was the reason why I ended up selling it. But this one I will always have. I love this bag. So that came after, so the Damier Speedy came after that one. Next came this sweetie over here, which is the Monogram Tebaldi PM. I believe this one was around 2008. This bag, I carry on about how much I'm not a fan of the monogram print, but this bag, I just loved the shape. I thought it was so unique. I'd never seen anything like this. Oh. I'd never seen anything like this. And I loved the little gold, like, bag tag thing hanging here. And I loved how the bag had this ginormous mouth. I mean, it was just fantastic. And it had a couple of pockets, so a little bit of organization. The bag had some feet. I mean, and I think I've managed to keep the patina pretty decent considering what the other bags look like. It also shows you that I don't use it as much. But for me, really, what made me fall in love with this bag was just how different it looked. Not at all your typical bag shape. And I love a handheld, although I can also squeeze it up here. So yes, this was my baby for quite some time. After that came an evening bag. Let me find it. This. Oh my God. This has been used to death. And I tried to sell it last year sometime, and really when it came to it, I was like, no. This is the Louis Vuitton Louis Vuitton Boulevard, Sunset Boulevard in Pomme Demure. I remember when this red Vernis came out, people went nuts. You know, it was around the time where the purse Blancs and the purse forearms were extremely popular, and everybody had to have this particular red. You know, just the same way that everybody's now going insane over the rose ballerine. That's how we felt about this color many years ago. So, oh, I've got a bit of rubbish in here, but it has the slots over here for your credit cards, and then a zipper front pocket. And it is big enough. It's still so functional, and I still use it. Because it's big enough for your phone and a little bit of makeup and your money, and you're good to go. And it was also so functional in that, if I can do it right, this can come off completely to be a wristlet. Again, if I can do it, to be a wristlet, or it can come off completely to be a clutch. I hardly ever use it as a clutch because of the fingerprint issue with Vernis, but it was so versatile and so perfect, and I didn't even have to be wearing anything red on me and I would pop this baby out. I loved it that much. Yeah. After that I kind of started going into a Chanel phase, and once you go to Chanel, it's hard to come back. But I did many times. Not that it's hard to come back because you no longer love Louis, because we'll always love Louis, but because Chanel takes up all your money and there's none left for Louis. But I did get this purse, and this is the Louis Vuitton Alma in Epi leather, and this red is Carmine. I'm a sucker for red, I really am. And when I got this purse, it was actually kind of funny because I had bought a Chanel purse through Bloomingdale's, and I'd gotten back, it was during like some kind of triple point something, I don't know, and I got back a whole bunch of Bloomingdale's money. I don't know what they call it, but rewards on their credit card, and I was able to put some of it towards getting this purse. So it was a good purse buying year that year, I will say. Yeah, I think I have this as a bag of the month, so I'm not going to go into details about that one. Another thing that I wanted to say is that I may go years in between buying Louis Vuitton. I don't buy the purses every year, but typically when I'm not buying a purse, I'm buying the SLGs or something else. because the addiction is real. And then after that, I believe, actually I forget between this one and this one which came first. But I bought this one, and I got this one pre-loved off, I believe, Yogi's Closet. And this is actually the reason that I ended up selling the Damier Epi purse, because I just never used it anymore. I had my handheld, which was the Azur Speedy, and once I had this for a tote for Damier Epi, I just didn't feel the need to have a second Damier Epi print purse. I'm sure you've noticed that. I have one Monogram, one of these, and the Speedy, and I have one Epi leather, and I have one Vernis. I'm good. I'm like one of each. It's very rare that I buy multiples with the same print, because then to me it almost feels like it's the same bag. I don't really use it as much. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just the way it is. Okay. So yeah, so I got this one, and this is still probably my most used bag. Although I don't travel with it. I did once, and my contacts fell out, and I was like, hell no. So that was the end. I did notice as I was going through the videos that I had forgotten one bag. So I would like to add it real quickly. It is the Louis Vuitton Multicolor Milla in the white. Blanc. Love this purse, rarely carry it just because it's funny. Of all my purses, this is the one I consider flashy. I always find that funny. I thought about selling this one, but then I just totally freaked out and I kept it. I think about selling them all, and then I totally freak out and I keep them. But it's still in really, really good condition, simply because I hardly use it. But I love it, and I think I'm actually gonna take it with me down to the pool today. Okay. So the last Louis Vuitton purse I purchased is the new model Pochette Accessoires in Damier Azur. I wanted a Damier Azur shoulder bag that I could use during the summer and not particularly be too worried about, and I thought this was perfect. I do love the longest strap, and I think for me, you can always tell how often I use a bag by how light the strap still is. So again, this is still very light, but I do use it. So I think that's it. That's it. So like I said, no new bags, so nothing incredibly exciting. I do have a couple of bags on my radar. I'm interested in the Delightful, not too sure which one. I've always wanted an empreinte bag. I love that leather, but I never got one because that's kind of when I fall into Chanel. But I would like one. I thought maybe the empreinte Speedy, so I'm still kind of debating that one. And I've also recently fallen in love with the Croisette, the new Damier Azur bag, the Croisette. So yeah, and then maybe, yeah, I mean, there's always a Louis Vuitton purse that people want, that I want. It's just, am I gonna get it or not? So thanks so much for watching my little Louis Vuitton collection. Nothing too amazing, but they're all very special to me, and I know your bags, regardless what brand, is special to you. I've been threatening to do this video forever, so I'm glad I finally got around to it. Thanks for watching. Bye. Please subscribe. Yeah, do that. Subscribe. Yeah, do that.